A very good evening to everyone and a warm welcome to you, and thank you for joining us for this launch of the new Xiaomi devices here in South Africa. Though we are all physically apart due to the current pandemic, we can come together and we can share our love for Xiaomi and all of their devices. I'm Aki Anastasiou and I'm really excited about this launch, excited to be with you. Now, most of you know me as an avid tech lover, but I'm excited about Xiaomi. Not only are they pushing boundaries with their impressive technology, with their latest devices, but they're also making them more accessible to you. Did you know that Xiaomi ranked 70th on the Kantar brand's top 100 most valuable global brands for 2021, moving them up 11 slots from last year? That's a pretty impressive achievement. And it's a brand that's only been around for the last 11 years. So think about that for a second. But we want you to stay tuned. Get your friends involved, get your family to tune in, as we are going to give away some amazing Xiaomi devices this evening. Yes, you stand a chance to win an incredible Redmi Note 10 5G device or a Mi Smart Band 6, two of the devices that we are launching here tonight. Also up for grabs are some Xiaomi branded goods, so there's lots of prizes to give away tonight. Look out for those questions. They will appear on your screen throughout the launch, and all you have to do is type in your answer in the comment section. Whether you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, just type in the answers in the comment section below. But I am not here to launch these devices all by myself. I'd like to introduce to you Nicola Nell, who is from Xiaomi, and Nicola is the marketing manager for South Africa. Nicola, welcome. Thank you for joining me. You look lovely this evening. You're here to tell us a little bit about Xiaomi and the devices that we're going to be launching. I'm really super excited. Lovely to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for the warm welcome, Aki. Welcome, everybody. We're so excited to be here and to introduce Xiaomi and all our amazing devices to you.
Now, Xiaomi is an interesting brand. I touched on the amazing performance they have. It's relatively a young company, right? I use one of these remote vacuum cleaners that I control via my device. I've got a camera. I've got one of those air purifiers. I've got lots of the products at home, so they're not just about smartphones. And 2010, when was Xiaomi established?
You're absolutely right, Aki. We're more about just smartphones. We also do a lot of smart products, which I'll get into later. Mm-hmm. But yes, we are 11 years old. Xiaomi was started in 2010 by serial entrepreneur Li Jun. He wanted to provide an amazing internet experience for everyone. Xiaomi is an internet company with smartphones and smart hardware connected by Internet of Things or IoT platform at its core. We build amazing products with honest prices for everyone in the world to enjoy a better life through innovative technology. Do you know that we ranked third globally in terms of smartphone shipments in the fourth quarter of 2020?
Wow, that's impressive.
Quite impressive. And we've also been established as the world leader consumer artificial intelligence of things or AIoT platform with just under 325 million smart devices connected to its platform. That excludes smartphones and laptops. So Xiaomi products are rapidly growing and present in more than 100 countries and regions around the world. And I love telling the story, Aki, about what Xiaomi actually means.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, so many people ask the question. And as I said, I love telling the story. It actually means little rice. And, we see rice as a staple in many people's diets, and that's exactly what Xiaomi wants to be for people, an affordable staple in their lives. So it really speaks to Xiaomi's promise of honest pricing and making quality technology accessible to everyone.
That is very, very cool. I didn't know that. Now, if you're watching this right now, you can see these devices. I just can't wait to get my hands on them. So let's get straight into it, okay? So first up, we have this device here. I'm going to put it to the screen. This is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro. And I just love how this feels in my hand. I love the device. It's an impressive phone. I was looking at the specs. Yeah. Wow.
Okay, the Redmi Note 10 Pro is dubbed as our 108 megapixel Voyager. Yes, 108 megapixels. As you can see, Aki is loving the camera.
Selfie is amazing, yeah?
It's because you're so beautiful.
Did you say 108? 108 megapixel camera.
That's right,
wow.
Yeah. So this main camera allows you to take super clear photos so you can see more detail in your pictures. It also has night mode 2.0.
There we go.
Thank you.
2.0 night mode.
Yes, with raw multi-frame, which effectively reduces noise, and by noise I mean any little bit of dust particles or light that comes into your picture, and delivers ultra sharp night images. It has a 5 megapixel tele-macro camera that allows you to shoot 2 times closer than an ordinary macro lens, presenting you with microscopic visual wonders that are super thrilling. So essentially what I'm saying is that your pictures are going to be amazing with this device.
Yeah, I just took some pictures of you now, and I must say it's pretty impressive what it can do. So with the Redmi Note 10 Pro, it's super easy for me to shoot like a pro, post great quality photographs on my social media platforms, right? I mean, this has got all that integration.
Yes, it's super easy. It not only allows you to take creatively inspiring photos, but videos as well. So you can manually adjust the settings to shoot professional level time-lapse videos. The front and rear cameras work together to help you create fun and original videos. You can even play multiple parts by being your own sidekick or opponent in your videos, which is great for Instagram Reels and TikTok.
TikTok, eh? Are you big on TikTok? Or you're an Insta person?
I'm a bit of both, Aki. I like to watch a lot of TikTok.
Yeah.
It's super amusing.
I'm a TikTok consumer. I don't make videos, but I like watching them. Now, this phone is super slim. I mean, just look at it. It's super slim. It's silky. It's just got such a beautiful feel. I mean, the design is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Absolutely. When you hold one of our devices in your hand, you absolutely fall in love with it. It's just fits so beautifully in your hand. It's slim, it's gorgeous. The Redmi Note 10 Pro 6.67-inch AMOLED display allows the screen to refresh 120 times per second. So whether you're playing a game or scrolling through content on your social media platforms, like Aki, who likes to play on TikTok, the experience is extremely smooth and fluid. And for the gamers out there, the quicker response speed allows you to act faster, giving you an advantage in gaming to secure that win. Then we have a 360-degree light sensor, can adjust the brightness levels automatically regardless of any light, and the screen provides optimal brightness for the ultimate reading or viewing experience. And just look at the side of the phone. Exactly, that's the invisible arc side fingerprint sensor.
So cool.
Yeah, it's flush and completely seamless and allows you to unlock your phone with just a light touch.
It's amazing. I mean, look at the brightness of the screen. It's just got the right amount of brightness. I mean, you guys have really challenged the boundaries on this one when I look at how thin it is and how fluid it is. You know, a lot of people want the right amount of speed and sound for them. And I see that the processor on this device allows it to take those demanding games to another level altogether, you know. It's running the Qualcomm Snapdragon 732G processor, and which has the 8 nanometer processing technology, advanced central processing unit, and a graphic processing unit as well, which is really, really important for the game. So you've got data computing, you've got image processing capabilities. So when you're taking those photographs, that's why you need the right specs here. But sound is very important. People are listening to music on these devices, and you know, while you're playing, you want to have that right sound.
Absolutely. So this device has got dual speakers, so the wide range and large sound cavity offers 3-dimensional and powerful sound. So whether you're listening to music, watching videos, or playing your games, it gives you an immersive and thrilling audio experience.
It's pretty impressive. So powerful sound quality, a great powerful processor, challenging speeds then. And this phone is also very pleasing to the eye. I mean, I'm just marveling at how comfortable and how smooth it is. How can you broaden this? I mean, this has got like almost everything that you need.
Yeah. It has a lighter and slimmer body compared to the Redmi Note 9 Pro, which allows you to hold it a lot longer with not much effort.
Now, Nicola, battery life is so important. I mean, load shedding aside, it's important to have your device to last the entire day. We're doing all sorts of things on our devices. So tell me about the battery life on the new Redmi Note 10 Pro.
The battery life and fast charging capabilities of my Xiaomi devices is one of my favorite features. As a busy person, I'm always on my phone for work, and I'm also socializing. I also love TikTok.
And selfies, yeah, okay.
Lots of selfies.
I saw how many selfies you took.
Well, you can't go wrong with a 108 megapixel camera, right?
No, absolutely. But I mean, this battery life is massive. I mean, the specs say, is it true? It's a 5,020 milliamp hour battery.
That's right.
Wow.
And 33 watts fast charging, which, as I say, it's one of my favorite features. So that means I can reach 50% charge in just 30 minutes, and that ends my battery anxiety during load shedding.
That is seriously impressive. Xiaomi is challenging the boundaries, there's no doubt about that. Let's pop over to Nokukanya Ntsaluba, who is a beloved funky book reviewer who provides a special platform for local South African artists and authors for her take on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro.
As a content creator, one of my most important roles is finding fun and innovative ways to engage with my community. And to do that, I need devices that allow me to reach new heights and to really push my own creative boundaries. And that's where the Redmi Note 10 Pro comes in. Xiaomi is a brand that has always been known for innovation and accessibility, and the Redmi Note 10 Pro is absolutely no exception. With its sleek design and high quality back and front camera, this is a device that was built with creators and artists in mind. With this device in your hand, you have the power to do the extraordinary and really reach new creative heights. And for me, that is what we are looking for.
Let's get on to another Xiaomi device. Blow our minds on this one, Nicola.
Oh, I will. This is the Redmi Note 10 5G. So it's not just fast, but super fast. When you're connected to a 5G network, the Redmi Note 10 5G allows you to enjoy smooth, real-time gaming and seamless video calls without delay.
That's pretty impressive. 5G technology. Everybody wants to be fast. People want that low latency. So you can challenge your boundaries all in one day. I mean, this is amazing. The 5G is a game changer.
Absolutely. And this one is a real game changer in that it supports 5G plus 5G dual SIM, which basically means you can seamlessly use one network or the other with your dual SIM. It's got dual standby technology, which will bring you a more immersive and smoother 5G network experience when playing games or watching a series.
Wow, I'm loving it. So you can put two SIMs in here. So if you want one for voice and one for your data, I mean, that's it saves you a lot of time. Now, I'm loving the screen. Tell me about this, a bit about the screen.
Sure. It has a 6.5-inch Full HD adaptive sync display with a 90 Hz refresh rate, which means that the screen will display 90 frames per second, which is 50% more frames than a normal smartphone with 60 Hz display. In addition, the dual 360-degree light sensors setup can detect and adjust the brightness to different levels in a natural, smart, and precise manner. So, since we spend a lot of time on our smartphones, the phone has been provided with features that ensure comprehensive eye protection. And it provides a paper-like reading experience whether in bright sunshine, in backlight, or at night. The screen can be minutely adjusted to ensure optimum comfort for your eyes.
So, 360-degree light sensors, adjusting to your surroundings, eye protection at all times, and there's enough power to do whatever you want. It's light and sleek, and I just love the touch of this particular device. Now, I was comparing the lenses on this Redmi Note to the previous one. Tell me about the lenses.
Sure. This device has a 48 megapixel triple camera, a macro camera that captures details, and a depth sensor for supporting captivating portraits. So you get stunning photos no matter what you are shooting.
Let me test this portrait mode. Oh, wow, look at you posing there. Okay, that's pretty cool that it's got portrait mode. And I love that. The fact that you can capture the surroundings with ease, and portrait mode with that bokeh effect's awesome.
Divine. It's exactly what Xiaomi does and how we challenge the boundaries.
Now, let's fly on. Now, this is very cool, folks. We're going to fly on over the very first female fighter pilot in South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up and salute Major Mandisa Mfeka and get her take on the Redmi Note 5G.
Hi Hi, my name is Mandi Samfea and I'm a pilot. Now, if you're somebody who is like me, who enjoys or appreciates innovation, technology, going against the grain, challenging the status quo and pushing against your boundaries, then you'll really find that technology can be an amazing accessory. It can be an ally, actually. Then you'll really be excited to hear about the latest offering from an innovative brand known as Xiaomi. Now, the thing that I love about Xiaomi is that it allows ordinary people to achieve extraordinary things. I mean, in our day and age, technology is really an accessory that makes things easier. And with all the restrictions that we have, you would really value their latest offering, the Redmi Note 10 5G, which allows you to connect seamlessly onto their 5G network and allows you to make video calls, fast gaming, and they've even upgraded their screen. I mean, I'm really excited about the funky colors that they have and also their processor, which allows you to have up to 178 hours of music and 16 hours of video and 22 hours of gaming. Yes! So it's really quite an exciting launch from the Xiaomi brand in their Redmi Note 10. So go against the grain, challenge the status quo, and have a look at the amazing Redmi Note 10 by Xiaomi.
Wow, Nicola, how cool is that?
That is absolutely amazing.
Have you been on a fighter jet? It's like one of my missions in life is to take a ride in one of these fighter jets.
I haven't, but I think I'm adding that to my bucket list.
I don't know if I could handle the amount of G-force that's pushing against you. But anyway, for more info on the Redmi Note 10 5G, we will drop the link for the full specs in the comments below so you can check out all of those specs. So, Nicola, what device are we going to be bragging about next? I'm excited about this one. There's something about this Xiaomi Note S that I really like.
Yes, this is our Redmi Note 10S. I'm going to start talking about the camera first. So it comes with a quad camera, which is ready to photograph the best moments throughout your day with a 64 megapixel main camera. The 118-degree ultra-wide angle camera will capture the whole story in one frame. It's also got Pro time-lapse mode.
Wow.
Which allows you to adjust the shutter, the ISO, white balance, and other parameters, freely allowing you to be in absolute control of your photographs.
Do you know how many people are using that mode? And you know, these pro photographers, I think you've added that functionality on this one. It just adds a different element to people who want to do something different with their photographs.
Absolutely.
And the screen, Nicola, the screen is amazing.
It is. All our screens are absolutely beautiful. This is a 6.43-inch AMOLED display, 350 degrees ambient light sensors, 3.0 reading mode, and is designed for absolute eye comfort. It also features a higher volume and wider sound range with dual speakers to enhance your listening experience, whether you're watching movies or playing games.
Now, you have powered up my adventure. I just need to take the Redmi Note 10S and go because I don't know. It's difficult to decide which is my favorite out of all of these devices, but there's something about this one that I absolutely love.
Absolutely, Aki. You can just pick up and go. It's got a huge battery. It's 5,000 milliamps. And again, my favorite feature is the fast charge. So within 30 minutes, I can get 50% battery power.
30 minutes?
30 minutes, and I'm good to go.
That is pretty cool. And that's a big battery. I mean, that battery is going to last you more than a day. And the look and feel of this one is slightly different, though.
Yes, it is.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, and there's something different about this device.
Absolutely. So this one has a sleek and slim body with tapered edges, flattened ends with a curved back, which offers a refined look and premium feel. The redesigned side fingerprint sensor has been seamlessly integrated into the body for maximum comfort and fast unlocking.
Okay. When you said premium feel, that's, you know how many people have said that about me? No, I'm kidding. Now, let's gazelle punch over to an extreme fighting championship, okay? It's not Nicola and I that are going to be taking part in this, but it's boxer Sylvester the Gladiator Chimfumbu. And he's going to give us a blow-by-blow on his Xiaomi Redmi Note 10S. Sylvester, take it easy.
As I entered the world of martial arts, I never imagined myself becoming an EFC world champion. But through Xiaomi, I'm just an ordinary guy who achieved extraordinary things and I pushed through the boundaries to achieve greatness. As most of you know, music plays a pivotal role in an artist training regime. That's why I'm super excited about my Redmi Note 10S and the dual speakers that it comes with. Thank you Xiaomi for always challenging the boundaries of innovation and helping all of us do the same. If I can do it, so can you.
So, what a cool review from Sylvester. Do you know that boxers, they were talking about sports people, and they reckon that, boxers are probably the fittest on all different levels. Not only do you have to be physically fit, your fitness levels are going to be high, your strength is going to be high, but your mental capacity to react quickly has got to be high. So hence I failed miserably as a boxer. Now, Nicola, I need to ask you, did you look at the other phone brands and say, challenge accepted? I mean, you guys have really pushed the boundaries on these devices.
Absolutely. We believe in making possible what others consider impossible, Aki.
For more info on the Redmi Note 10S, we're going to drop the link on those comments below. All the full specs will be there. And do let us know, out of the three devices, what are your favorite features? Which of the three devices do you like the most? So, Nicola, let's move on because that's the smartphone portion of the launch. Let's talk about wearables because I love wearables. They make such a massive difference to our lives. And I can't reach there, but you're wearing the one I'm looking forward to.
Exactly. This is our new Mi Smart Band 6. I'm just going to take it off so we can...
How does it feel on your wrist?
It's so light, it feels like it's not even there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really great. So the screen is a 1.56 AMOLED display, which allows you to set your background to a picture so you can feel more motivated in your own personal way with a smart band.
Wow. So you can actually put a picture on a background. So you can put your family or whatever you want. That's very cool.
Exactly. Whatever is going to motivate you, you can put a picture on this. It's a full color display. It's absolutely amazing.
Okay, but look, this is supposed to be about fitness, right? So tell us about the fitness, because I need something like this right now, as you can see. COVID hasn't been kind to me.
It hasn't been kind to any of us, Aki. So yes, this has got 30 fitness modes, 19 of which are new, and includes, just to name a few, basketball, boxing, Pilates, and my personal favorite is Zumba.
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 Oh, please, not another Zumba person.
Oh, it's divine. Aki, come join me for a class one day.
I refuse to. Have you worked? The Zumba people are...
the best, yes.
No, they're like multi-level marketing people. No, I'm kidding. But I promise you, I don't know, jokes aside.
Yes.
So you can do Zumba on this device.
Yes.
Now, I've done a Zumba class. I've done one Zumba class, and I have respect for Zumba people because you get a proper workout doing Zumba. You think it's like all dancing and you're having fun, but you are perspiring after that particular session.
Yeah, it's absolutely, which is why it's one of my favorites, and I'm so glad they've included this on this device.
Okay.
So at a glance, I can also check my exercise duration, my calories burned, my heart rate, and it just makes my exercise just that much more efficient, In addition, it's got heart rate monitoring, sleep, breathing, quality tracking. It's 50 meters water resistance, and again, my personal favorite, I'm always going on about batteries, but it's got a 14-day extra long battery life.
What?
14 days, exactly. So there's no need to disrupt my exercise, my sleep regime. I can just pop this on and 14 days battery life.
Sure, that's impressive. 14 days, 2 weeks of battery life. Wow. So a personal fitness trainer on your wrist, basically, But I can see you have more to add about the smart band, Nicola. I mean, we've touched on the fitness. We've touched on the fact that it's water resistant. You're 50 meters down, actually. A 14-day battery life. What else can you tell us about this device?
Yeah, there's so much more. It's got great health functions, so you can fully understand your physical condition. It will monitor my stress levels. It'll give you suggestions on easing and recovering from stress with guided breathing exercises, for example. And for my ladies, it includes health tracking, like monitoring the patterns of our monthly cycle and tracking ovulation and that sort of thing.
Well, I'm not going to be tracking my ovulation, but it seems like Xiaomi is the gift that just keeps on giving, right? For more info on the Mi Smart Band 6, we're going to drop that link with the full specs in the comments below. But wow, it's got like everything that you need on that smart band. It's very, very, very cool. Now, I would like to introduce to you a woman driven by the belief that no child should be left behind by the tech revolution. Her mission, to bring science into children's classrooms, underprivileged children especially, and girls in particular, led to her founding Africa Teen Geeks, a social enterprise that teaches children and unemployed youth how to code, expose them to computer science, and really inspire a future generation of technology entrepreneurs and innovators. Welcome, Lindiwe. It's fantastic to have you with us. I mean, what an amazing thing that you're doing. It must give you such a great, I don't know, when you go to sleep at night, you think, I made such a difference on young children's lives, especially girls. Welcome. It's so nice to have you with us.
Good evening, Aki and Nicola. I'm happy to be here and discuss the incredible functionalities of the Xiaomi devices.
Listen, before we go talk about Xiaomi, I love the work that you're doing. I mean, how did the idea come about?
I was attending an executive program in the US actually when I came across an 8-year-old girl that had just developed her first app. And I just could not believe it. I started Googling what is happening at home. I mean, the way she was so good, articulate with what she had done. And I found that we only teach IT from grade 10 to 12, and it's only in the Model C schools. And that's literally how Africa Teen Geeks was founded at that moment. And I started putting together the plan, and I came home and we launched it as a Mandela Day project that grew to where we are now, where we've actually are responsible for developing the coding and robotics curriculum for the country. So I'm very proud of that.
That is absolutely amazing. Have you got a favorite app that's been developed by Teen Geeks?
I actually have a couple of them. I have a couple of games that the children had done. I mean, I even have children that went and participated in a hackathon in the US and they won. So that was really amazing for me. So yeah.
Lindiwe, that's very, very cool. And you need to share some of those games with us because I love playing games. But Lindiwe, in your own words, tell us a bit about your experience with the Xiaomi device that you've been using. Which one have you been using, by the way?
The Redmi Pro.
The Redmi Pro, right?
Yeah.
And I want to know what your opinion is on the pricing, for example, of the Xiaomi smartphones compared to others.
I mean, I was surprised at the cost because I've always used a smartphone and using it, I couldn't tell the difference, you know, with the phones that I've already using that is very overpriced and the one and using it. But for me, what I think, looking at how much it costs and the challenges that we even face with a lot of our children now, having to pivot to online and not having the right devices for them to be able to participate effectively. So they can afford with this phone, but then still have the same functionalities. And, you know, when we ran our classes last year during the lockdown, we reached over 500,000 children that were attending our classes live online. But what was fascinating for me is that 70% of those kids were actually using smartphones and or tablets. So now with the challenge that even now we're having 60 million children in sub-Saharan Africa who have not been able to go to school since the lockdown. This is a device that I feel is affordable. And I mean, I even got my daughter to play with it and I was asking her and she could not stop bragging about the fact, blabbing about how that you can listen to music. It comes directly from YouTube. Because she's a golden oldie, she loves great oldies like me. You won't find them on the other music stores, but it's always on YouTube. So
when we're talking about golden oldies, how far back are we going here?
Well, to put it mine, I love Brooke Benton. I'm a
Benton.
huge Brooke
Wow.
Benton fan.
Otis Redding.
The Spinners, Otis Redding. You know, like that's the kind of stuff that
Wait, how old is your
listen to.
daughter?
She's 13.
13,
Wow,
and she's listening to that.
she's
She
an
listens
old
to
Wow,
that.
she's an
Sitting
awesome
on the duck of the bay. Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Let's not get carried away. This isn't idols here. But, but I mean, Nicola was talking about earlier about Xiaomi and honest pricing and, you know, giving people access to the technology. You've just been talking about it. Is this brand progressing in that direction?
I think it's there. I think it's there. Being in the education sector and focusing on children, disadvantaged children, the biggest challenge, even now we're talking about implementing coding and robotics at school. We still only have about 10% of our schools with the devices. And so now a device, as I already mentioned, that even the children that have been using our services during lockdown, 70% are using, their smartphones. So now a phone like this is really important because I think any child can afford it. And I think that's one thing. I hope that your campaign is big enough to make sure that every parent is aware, because using it, I went even to our YouTube lessons and I saw what does it look like on this phone. It's amazing.
Well, let's talk about creativity, because, we're all creative, and, kids are even more creative, and they want to unleash that creativity. They're thinking about things that we don't often think about. Do you believe that these devices really assist in unleashing that creativity?
They do. I think for me, just even what Xiaomi stands for is really aligned with what we are trying to do, because for me, when I talk about innovation, it's not just about innovation where you have to come up with sometimes brand new stuff. Sometimes it's coming up with creating innovations that actually can change lives. So if every child can, even just looking at the device, the way it's designed, the way it's structured, and compared to what is already available out there, when we talk to the children about creating innovation that serves your community, this speaks to it. Because, you can coming up, this device, I think is aligned with the mission that for me as Africa Team Gates, but personally, that I even think the government is about winning. The only way we can pivot from this 74% youth unemployment is having young people that can create innovations and products that will work for everyone. And for us, that's affordable.
Well, exactly. Taking something that you're thinking about, something that you can imagine and you can dream, you can now do thanks to the technology. And I think the important part that you raised earlier is the affordability of this technology. Because, that's really key. Most of this technology is out of the price reach of most people, let's be honest.
Yeah, no, it is. I think for me, when I use it, I was thinking from 10,000 upwards after using it. When I touched the device and using it, I thought it's probably there. And to learn how much it costs, I was like, oh my God, actually, I'm going to buy it for all my nieces and nephews who want smartphones.
And an amazing thing is the battery life as well, which I love. How has the battery life been on your device?
It's amazing. And I think also it boils back to when we're talking about accessibility and thinking about even just the cost of, electricity for a lot of our people. That is something that will matter. For when I used to grow up, we were having issues to say, why do you switch on? Why are you listening? My grandfather used to even tell us, why are you listening to the radio? It takes electricity. We need it for lights. And I think for some of the children who probably come with a background like mine, having a phone where you can even say, I'm not the reason for charging electricity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I've had nothing to do with it. My battery life is very good. Thank you very much. So the question is, how are you challenging your boundaries with your device?
I honestly, I think just for me, I would say looking, just as I mentioned earlier, is about looking at what innovation means and how do you create products that have the right quality, have the right functionalities, even for, at the right price point. Because sometimes, let's be honest, cheaper generally means horrible. But not with this device. Comparing with what I have with this, it's really amazing. And I think just with that, I think for me, it's probably a product that even as we teach our children about innovation, I'm going to always refer to this, that, sometimes creating products for your community, irrespective of where it is, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be shady just because your target market is people who generally would not afford. And that's really what I love about this device, what it stands for, and I think it's really amazing.
Oh. Nicola, I mean, it's what we've been talking about earlier, the battery, the power, the ability to do those things. And here's the thing as well, ladies, and I've been using, smartphone devices for more than 2 decades, but the size of the screen makes it so much easier. If you're using this as your primary device, I mean, I'm looking at all 3 of these models. The screen is just perfect. I mean, to code on a small screen is not easy.
It's a nightmare.
And this is kind of perfect because it's got the right brightness, it's got the right battery life.
And I just want to touch on what Lindiwe said about affordability, and that's exactly what Xiaomi is all about, which I said right in the beginning when I explained what the name means, Little Rice. And it's just, just making everything affordable for everybody. It's great technology, it's high-end technology, but at a really affordable price, which is exactly what you're looking for.
And it's beautiful.
And also, it's beautiful.
Really
Are you talking about me? Oh, no, are you talking about the phones? Oh, yeah. Right.
They really are.
I mean, they're stylish, right?
Yeah.
And you know what's great about the phones is the build quality. They last a long time and they're very durable, which is really, really great. Lindiwe, thank you so much for joining us and really challenging us and the boundaries. We've been talking about boundaries and challenging boundaries. You've certainly taken the status quo and challenged it, and you are making such a massive difference to so many young people's lives. So congratulations on your quest, and we wish you every luck.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's see what those Xiaomi super fans have to say. Nicola, how does one become a Xiaomi super fan?
Oh, it's so easy. All you really need to do is just go onto our Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Just like our page, follow our page, interact with us, enter our competitions, and you can be a Xiaomi super fan. And I have to say, just like our devices, our fans are super awesome.
Well, we've got lots of them tonight, and if you want to stand a chance of winning any of these prizes, remember, click on those, type something in the comments below, right? And you could be walking away with one of the devices we are giving away tonight. Remember, all that information is on your screen right now. So take part and become one of those Xiaomi super fans. You just have to like the page and comment and say something. It makes you a super fan. Nicola, thank you so much for your time this evening, and thanks to Xiaomi for challenging those boundaries. You guys have accepted the challenge and you've surpassed it. These devices are super awesome. I look forward to getting that into my Zumba class.
Come join me for Zumba.
No, listen, have you seen me dancing? My coordination is really, really terrible. Well, listen, great to have you with us. Thank you very much, ladies. Now, with innovation and quality, I think you guys are on the right path.
Thank you. Thank you, Aki. Xiaomi is always continuously pursuing high quality user experiences and operational efficiency with our honest pricing. So thank you for hosting us, and thank you to everybody for joining us this evening.
Oh, it's a great pleasure. Thank you for having me. We have introduced to you tonight 4 amazing devices. Keep watching the social media pages to get more information on where you can purchase them, and you get more information on those social media platforms. And believe me, you'll become an instant Xiaomi fan once you have used any of these devices. Now, the winners will be contacted directly to arrange delivery and collection of your Xiaomi prizes. And that's it for tonight. Hope you've enjoyed this particular announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your turn now to have a look at the specs, experience them, and challenge your boundaries and find out what you are capable of. Thank you for joining us tonight. Stay safe and be well. Good night.
Hey Xiaomi family, for me what makes Xiaomi a great brand is all the usability of its devices. So in my household, my kids enjoy the Mi Box and watching all the content that they have available for them. I enjoy my Mi wireless buds. Obviously, if I need to escape, I need to do my work, pop in my Mi buds, and I'm good to go. No bothers, no one can bother me while I'm listening to what I need to listen to. My wife, on the other hand, she uses the Redmi 9C, and this device for her is for a social media pleasure. So in our household, Xiaomi stands out as a brand that's for your family, for the family. Everybody can have and own a device that can be used for everybody. And this is why Xiaomi is the best for me. So this has been the most anticipated launch for Xiaomi in South Africa, the Redmi 10 series. And I think this series is going to take Xiaomi to the next level within the market in South Africa. So I'm super excited for this, and I'm ready to get a device.
Hi there, I'm Bernard and I'm a Mi fan. I've been a Mi fan for at least the last 5 or so years. It all started when I was in the market for a smart TV box, and subsequently I discovered the Mi Box S, which was my first Xiaomi device. Um, and since I've had that, I've recommended it to all of my friends and family. I think, if I don't have it wrong, could be about 12 people that have, based on, on what I've told them, gone and got themselves either the Mi Box or the Mi Stick. I own a couple of devices. I've even, yesterday I bought, for my sister-in-law, I bought the Redmi 9A. I am so excited for the launch of the Mi 10T Pro. But yeah, so if you're looking for a Mi super fan, I'm definitely that. I love the brand. I had the privilege of attending the first Mi fan event in SA last year in 2020, and if you're talking about a company where you feel valued as a customer, as a fan, as part of the community, Xiaomi is definitely one of those. So yeah, that's me. Thanks.
Xiaomi has become a versatile brand in the market through the years globally and never ceased to impress. I love Xiaomi because it has continuously produced a spectrum of quality products that has exceeded most well-known brands out there, from air purifiers, earbuds, my box, etc. You will never go wrong with their products. Well, the global rankings speak volumes. In their mobile segment, I love how each mobile phone is specifically designed to meet users' requirements. Xiaomi creates mobile phones that transcend through the space and time and literally augment one's lives, whether it's through business or personal life. I personally own a Note 8 and it's by far the best. It takes beautiful pictures and it has the greatest battery life, which works wonders even during our own load shedding stages.